Okay. So in last couple of days, 2 to 3 days, I think we discussed different things and I have answered all your queries. In case you have any other query, feel free to ask me, right? I can answer. But what we will do is today onwards, we will be starting with our content, right? So today is just to make sure you are your system is ready. So today we will not start Python, but tomorrow onwards we'll be starting with Python. Today, I'll make sure your system is ready. All the required software has been installed, right? So for this entire course, the first software that we need is Python. And two ID we will be using. One is your PyCharm and one is your Jupyter Notebook, right? So what I want you to do is you need to install Python first. So I want you to go to this Anaconda Python download, right? So if you click on this Anaconda Python download, you can see, so just type Anaconda. What we are discussing right now is how to install Python, right? So there are two ways you can install Python, going to python.org site. And another way is you can also install Anaconda Python. So what is Anaconda? Anaconda is, it's a all-in-one, it's a package manager, right? It's mostly will help you to do a lot of things. It will manage your packages. Everything will be installed in a central location. Also, it will help you create virtual environment. It will also install Python. It will give you Jupyter Notebook and Spider as an IDE. Also, it will install a lot of important packages. So you can see Anaconda offers the easiest way to perform Python or R data science and machine learning on a single machine. So no need to do anything, just come to this Anaconda site and you can see there's a download button here. It is 621 MB file. So just click on this download and you can see that, and you can see many of the companies are actually using Anaconda. So it's not like in your office environment, it will be blocked or something, right? So it is very well accepted, and Anaconda Python is nothing but it's a package manager, you can say. Along with that, it will give you two IDs already. It will install two IDs for you. One is Jupyter and one is Spider. You will also get Python installed. You will get ID installed, and all the important Python libraries which is needed for data science, like pandas, numpy, and all. That also will be installed. So everything is ready. Within 2 minutes, you can start coding, right? So what you need to do is you need to come and just, can you see this 3 symbol, Mac, Linux, and Windows? Based on your operating system, you just click on this icon and then it will get installed, right? It will get download. Once it is downloaded, just click on next, 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 and then install. So Mac user, you know how to install, drag and drop your app store and it will get installed. Now, once it is installed, you can check whether all the things are present or not. So mostly you don't need to do anything. Default location is C drive and home folder. If you want to install in any other folder, you can change the path. Otherwise, no need to do anything. So once that is installed, you can come to your start menu. You can see there is a Anaconda 3 folder, a new folder called Anaconda 3 will be present. And same like Mac user, if you go to your home folder, the location where you have selected, right, to install, there you will see Anaconda 3 folder is created. So inside this Anaconda 3, you have Navigator, you have PowerShell, you have you have Anaconda PowerShell, Anaconda Prompt, Navigator, you have Jupyter Notebook, you have Spider and all, right? So if you can see this window, your Anaconda installation is successful. Can you see this green color circle? So this is called Anaconda Navigator, Jupyter Notebook, and Spider. So let me repeat. Once we installed your Anaconda Python, how to check whether it is installed or not? By opening Jupyter Notebook, you can check, right? So Mac user, go to home folder. You can see Anaconda 3. The Windows user in the start menu, you will find Anaconda 3. So you can see here Jupyter Space Notebook. Just click on this Jupyter Space Notebook. It is a web browser. It will open in a web browser, right? Now, can you see this? This is called your Jupyter Notebook, where we can type our Python code. So same like Mac user, how to open Jupyter, just go to your terminal and type Jupyter Space Notebook and hit enter. So you can see this page is opening. So if you're able to open this Jupyter Notebook till here, I think your installation is successful. Now, few of you must have already Python installed, right? May not be Anaconda way, but maybe only Python going to official website, python.org you have installed. I will recommend uninstall and keep only one Python in your system. But if you have to keep 2 Pythons, actually you can create virtual environment within one major, like let's say you have Python 3.10 and you want another project to be created in Python 3.6 or 7. So you can create virtual environment. So there is absolutely no need of 2 Python in your system, right? Better to uninstall the previous one that you have installed. But if you can't do that, so make sure this Anaconda you are installing in a separate folder, not in the same folder where you already have C. Where you already have Python before, right? Okay, so I'll pause here. Any doubt? It's the thing is the Python modules. As I said, we have a lot of practice sessions going on. So it will be a summarized way. I know many of you already know Python and will be thinking why I'm teaching Python, because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Having said that, I don't want others to be bored also. So I'll give you a perfect balance. So only the Python module will be little fast. Rest all module we will be very slow, and I'll make sure you're understanding. But Python is a kind of little summarized way we will learn. Because anyway, we have weekend Python classes for non-programmers, right? So I'll pause there. Any doubt in installation? Can you do it quickly? People who are already using Anaconda Python, anyone is there who already installed or who already have Anaconda Python in their system?
Me, madam.
You already. Others? Pratik?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. So can you do this? Any doubt in this? I'll pause it for some time. Please say yes or no. Any doubt or no doubt? Is it no doubt, right?
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you just show it again, like how to launch this app?
I'll tell you. So once
Please.
you installed, you need to go to your Anaconda 3. So there are 2 ways. Go to your Mac user, you can go to terminal. You're a Mac user or Windows user?
I'm in Windows.
Windows. So come to your home, your start menu, home. And then here you can see there is a folder called Anaconda 3. Can you see this? So a new folder is created, Anaconda 3. Can you see? Here you open, there is Jupyter Notebook.
Okay.
So click on this and it will open. You can also type Jupyter Space Notebook in your window, in your command prompt, but under Anaconda prompt, there you can type Jupyter Space Notebook, but that is a little tedious task. So easy task is just come to here, the start menu, and click on this Anaconda 3.
Okay. Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, now what I will do is I will give you a very brief about Jupyter in the detailed video. The Jupyter Notebook tutorial video I will upload in the drive, right? So that you can go through. I will share you link from where you can go to. It is there in my Google Drive. So I will maybe share it with you tomorrow, right? Once your enrollment is confirmed, we'll be creating a folder where I will have a folder called software installation. In that folder, do not miss to go through Jupyter Notebook tutorial. So when I say Jupyter Notebook, right, let me make you understand what is this. Many of you are already programmers, so they have used different IDs like IntelliJ, Eclipse, or maybe VS Code or different other, right? PyCharm. But this Jupyter Notebook is very different than all of them because it supports Markdown. Now, what is Markdown? So Markdown is something I'll show you rather like if I show you some example, you will understand. Not only Python code, but you can also write your documentation, right? The text you can write. Text means what? Not simple text. You have lot of options. You can write headings. You can give bullet points. You can so you can see this is heading and then this is subheading. These are the points. I have colored it, so you can color. You can write points. Basically, documentation you can do for your code, right? What you can do? You can do documentation for your code. Then you have this basically Python code. You can see the output just below once you execute it. So, I mean, sometimes if it is a visualization kind of thing, so you can see the graphs. So you can see this is the output, this is a chart. And you can do a lot of things like this. This is called Markdown. So Markdown is a kind of special text. As you know, it's very good for documentation. You can add images, you can add hyperlinks, you can give bullet points, you can give headings, you can change the font color, make it italic bold, you can give a horizontal line break, you can write block quotes. Complete documentation you can prepare using this Markdown. So Jupyter supports Markdown, and this is the only IDE which supports Markdown. And later in this course, when we go to AWS SageMaker, you can see the SageMaker platform is actually Jupyter Notebook, right? Also, we have a lot of other advantage. It is nothing but easily, if you want to share your code, normally, if you write your code in VS Code or any other IDE, your extension will be .py. It's a Python file. So with whom you are sharing, they need to install all the packages, right, to execute your code. But here, let's say you just want to share your results with your client or with your manager, and you don't want them to install everything, go through the pain of installation. So you can just share it with HTML kind of format, or you can also share it like PDF format. You can share it in Jupyter Notebook format, IPYNT, or you can share it in .py. So there are a hell lot of options here: PDF format, Jupyter Notebook format, .py extension format, HTML format. Whatever format you want, you can download your code and share with others. So for example, this, just scrolling through, you can understand what I have done in this project quickly, right? Okay. So now the next question is two things. So far you understood how to install Python using Anaconda, and second thing is how to use Jupyter Notebook, in the sense how to open Jupyter Notebook. And then you have seen that basically how what is Jupyter Notebook. So quick tutorial. I'll start a new Python file to write my code. So step number 1. When you have opened this home page, Jupyter Notebook home page, you have two options here: upload and new. What is this upload and what is this new, right? So upload will help you to upload any file. So here you can actually upload, let's say this, right? So this is just a HTML file, but you can upload the files like Python files. I'll tell you the extension later, but let us first understand how to open a new Python file, and then I will tell you about upload, right? So there are two buttons, new and upload. What I'm discussing right now is how to open a Python file, Python notebook. So you want to type your Python code, execute and see the output, right? So you need a Python notebook. So once you open this home page, how to open? Go to your start menu, click on Jupyter Notebook, or type Jupyter space notebook in your terminal, and this will open. So once this is opened, you just go to new and click on this Python 3. So when you click on this new Python 3, a new Python notebook is opened here. So this is your Python notebook. So in this Python notebook, what we will do is we will write our Python code. So the first code that I'm writing is print hello. Hello Python. This is my first code. And then I will execute this or run this. So you can see there is a run command here, triangular symbol. So you just click on this triangle and this particular Python code will execute and you can see the output below. Now you have written some Python code, you want to share it, or maybe you just want to download this file, right? So as I said, if you go to file, there's an option called download as. Make sure you're downloading in two format, either in IPYNB format or in PY format. So if you're downloading your code in .py extension, it is a Python file, so anywhere you can open. You can open in Jupyter, you can open in Spider, you can open in PyCharm, you can open in VS Code. Any IDE, you can open this because this is a Python extension. But what is the problem? The problem is all the markdown that you have used here, it will be commented. So only code will be remaining, Python code. Rest all text that you have written will be auto comment, right? Now you don't want to lose that documentation part. You want to store both documentation as well as the code. So you have to download in IPYNB extension. This is a very important point I'm saying. When I share the class notes in IPYNB format, people try to open it in other IDs and then they tell us like, I don't know how to open this file, it is not opening. So it will not open. If it is IPYNB extension, only Jupyter can open this because IPYNB will have both code and markdown. But if it is a .py extension, then you can open everywhere. So I just want to download it as .pyynb option. So it has been downloaded. Now, let's say tomorrow, I just want to see that file and again, I want to work on that file. So you can either search here with the name or any new file you can also upload. So this we have downloaded. I will just select what I want to upload and then upload. Already it is there. So basically I don't want to overwrite, right? Once it is uploaded, you click on that, it will open. So this is a very basic thing that we have discussed. And this is your class note. Every day we will be practicing in the same note. And also I will give you all the required notes. Notes are like lot of things I will be sharing with you. The Python summary, the Python book, right? Followed by Python notes, class practice notes, pair notes, class recorded sessions, assignment, practice problems, everything you will get in the drive, right? So I'm just renaming this file like this is this notebook name. Let's say this is Python class, right? This is Python module 1. Right? So this is how I have renamed my file. So tomorrow when I want to search for my file, either here Control F and I can search and I can get it. So this is the name of the file. How to save? Do not forget to save your work. If you forget also, Jupyter will be auto saving, that is save and checkpoint. Can you see this? So if you see, revert to the checkpoint. Last time it has created a checkpoint at 6:49 a.m. when it has created 6:49 a.m. If something happened and my system crashed, I can go back to this particular timing, right? So at least till here I can recover. But let's say I have done some very serious development and I want to save it. Do not forget to click on save and checkpoint. So when you click on this save and checkpoint, please give me 1 minute. So when you click on this save and checkpoint, right? So it will create the checkpoint with the latest timing. See what is happening when I click on this save and checkpoint. Now, if you want to revert back, you can see it is 6:54 a.m. It is going back like the recent time, right? So I'll pause here till here. Is it clear? Any doubt? So far, what we have discussed: how to open Jupyter, how to write a file, how to save a file, how to download a file. Is it clear?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay. So the next advanced tutorial is how to write nice documentation. So you can see I have written a lot of things. As I said, I don't want to waste 30 minutes just to tell you the Jupyter Notebook tutorial. Having said that this is important, you cannot skip. So what I'm expecting is I will be, 1 second. So this is what I'm going to share. This is the material, but the respective recording I will be uploading. So what is there in this material, right? So basically I will be talking about lot of things, how to create your Jupyter Notebook. Markdown basically we'll discuss here. Other things you can explore. For example, if you write plus, a new cell will be created. If you write this, if you use this scissor, then it will delete that particular cell. This is copy the selected cell. So you have selected, let's say this, and then this, right? So you have copied. So there is something called merge. If you come here, edit, a split cell, merge cell above. So if I click on this merge cell above, what happened is, now can you see this italic and the before cell has been merged. Again, if I want to merge, so merged, so all of these three things will be one. So you can merge above or below cells together. Split cells will again split your cell, right? So you can see all of these things are happening. So wherever you will keep your cursor, there it will split. You have done a lot of things and you want to kind of go back, undo, right? So there's a option called undo. Can you see this? Edit notebook metadata, cut cell, copy cell, right? Undo deleted cells. So if you have deleted some things and you want to kind of undo it, so you can undo. So you can actually select here. Right. Okay, so what is there in this tutorial? So let me tell you. So just give me 1 minute. So can you see I have just made a border, right? So hash symbol. So escape and 1. I'll tell you all of these things are there. Let me delete this, right? So first we will be learning how to make the things italic, right? And then how to make the things bold. If you want to write any bold text, bold and italic, how to write. Then headings, number 1, level 1, level 2, level 3. Subheadings, inside that, another subheading. So how to write different levels of headings. Paragraph, if you want to write a paragraph, how to write a paragraph, right? And line breaks, if you want to give line breaks. How to give block quotes, nested block quotes. Also, I will be talking about how to give list, ordered list, unordered list, right? And you want to write some Python code. So how to write the Python code? I know you did not understood Python code in the sense, not the code to execute, just in the documentation part. If you want to write any Python code, you can actually write that code within this code pattern. So what will happen is whatever you're writing, it will be in proper format. Let me show you one example. Right. So let's say I'm writing if 5 is greater than 3, then print I am in if. So this is a typical Python code, right, that I'm executing. But here what I want is, I just want to, for example, here. So if you just write like this, so what will happen is Are you getting? So this is not treating it as a text. This is treating it as a Python code. So what you're writing, same thing will be preserved. So for example, I want to write like this. This is how we write Python code, right? If this is this, then this. And then let's say one more line here. One second, what happened? Give me 1 minute. I think this alarm is ringing. Hey, hi everyone. Sorry, actually, so my son has set some alarm in his profile, right? So I need to log out from here and log in there and then switch it off. So sorry for that, right? Anyways, so I was just talking about Jupyter Notebook. So what I can do is I will share the tutorial, right, with everyone. So you will be, after going through that 30 minutes to 40 minutes video, you will be expert in Jupyter Notebook, right? You can create your own nice documentation along with Python code. So you will understand how to open, how to close, how to merge cells, how to split, how to delete cells, how to create a new cells. Along with that, you will also understand how to add hyperlinks, how to add paragraphs, how to add URL links, right? Or how to add images, how to write a Python code, then different other things like bullet points, headings and all, font, italic and all that, right? It will take just 30 minutes, but once you understand this, in your entire career, you will use it. So it's very important to be expert into IDE. Jupyter we will be using for Python, but PyCharm we will be using for other important modules, mostly other machine learning project development we will be doing using PyCharm. So I will be giving a short tutorial on PyCharm also, like mostly the important features, important shortcuts that you need to remember when we will start using PyCharm. That time I will tell you. So Python, we will be using Jupyter, but machine learning project, when we will start working on projects, I'll be moving to PyCharm. So which is good, which is bad, everything is, it's completely your choice. I don't have any preference. I don't want to restrict you to use any particular ID, but if you ask me, two IDs I really like, actually three BS Code, PyCharm and Jupyter, but top two are PyCharm and Jupyter. So if you are really working in production code, PyCharm definitely you should use for code debugging, code refactoring and all. That time Jupyter might not be a good option, but when you are hit and trial or testing something, the logic you're not sure, you're building the logic, right? You're trying a lot of things. It's an individual script which you are running and lot of hit and trial you want to do. That time your Jupyter notebook is best. Mostly for data science projects, we will be using Jupyter because a lot of visualization and other things are easy here. Nice view you will see, complete window you can see graphs, right? So for trial, for testing, it is good, but main production code, that environment, if you want to write a code, I think PyCharm is good. So both are important. Nothing is like you cannot skip any of this. So PyCharm we will understand later. Jupyter, I'll give you a quick review. So I will be creating the drive. Yes, visualization also you can do, but it's an image format. It will not be, view will not be nice, but yes, you can actually run your entire code. Anyway, it is a Python code, so you can run in PyCharm. And not only that, it has its own advantage. So when you go to PyCharm, we will understand it has code refactoring option that I really like. So for example, you have defined a particular thing in 10 different scripts. Now, when you want to change that, right? Every place you are searching and then changing, which is a tedious task. Now, what you can do is you just change in one file and all the other file, all the places where the same function is there, the name will automatically renamed or changed. So this kind of facilities are there. Maybe when we go to PyCharm, I'll give you a complete tutorial. Don't worry about it. Today, you just focus on Jupyter Notebook and make yourself ready. System requirement 8 GB of RAM is needed. 16 GB is the mandatory, 16 GB is recommended. 8 GB is good to, like 8 GB is okay, but 16 GB is mandatory. Good to have, right? Fine. So any question that you want to ask, we are all good, then we can connect tomorrow again. Please connect 7:30. So this week is batch forming week. So we will connect 45 minutes, not 1 hour. Next week onwards, it will be 6:30 to 7:30. Right? Okay.
Madam, shall I share my screen once?
You have some issues?
Yeah, I would like to share a small note. I would like to share once.
I have another batch actually at 7:15.
Oh, okay. No problem. I can tell you.
Yeah.
that.
So is it related to installation that you have doubt?
Not, madam. Actually, while saving the file, the Python option is not showing. That's small.
Yes. So you just decrease the font size and you can see, scroll down, you can see.
Okay, madam. I will try.
Download as you are saying, right?
Yeah. Download as Python.
It is there. I'll tell you what happened because font size is more, it is not getting enough space to show all the options. What you can do is you can decrease the font size, right? Control minus, and then you can see.
Okay, madam. I will see tomorrow. That's not an very urgent.
Okay, fine. So let us connect tomorrow. So we will start with Python content, right?
Okay, madam.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Have a rest of good day.
Same to you. Thank you.